She sat in her car after church, tears streaming down her face, wondering why, after 15 years of perfect attendance, daily devotions, and following every rule, she still felt completely powerless over her life. And here's the thing. Sarah isn't alone. Millions of devoted believers are discovering the same uncomfortable truth right now. They're realizing that something they've been taught their whole lives might actually be the very thing keeping them from the breakthrough they desperately need. 3 months ago, in a quiet coffee shop in Austin, Texas, a respected minister with 20 years of experience made a confession to his protege. He leaned across the table and whispered something that would haunt his student for weeks. "I think we've been teaching people to be spiritual victims." The younger man's chest tightened, because deep down, he knew exactly what his mentor meant. Consider the pattern. When something goes wrong in a believer's life, what are they told? It's God's will. Everything happens for a reason. Now this is important. These phrases feel comforting in the moment. They really do. They take the weight off people's shoulders. But here's what nobody talks about. They also strip away something crucial. Something that advanced spiritual seekers eventually realize they need back. Their power to change things. A woman in Birmingham shared her testimony to a packed congregation. 10 years of financial struggle, 10 years of waiting on God. And then she said something that shocked everyone. "I finally realized God was waiting on me." The room went silent. Research into this phenomenon reveals something fascinating. The most spiritually mature people all go through the same progression. But here's what surprises most people. This isn't a faith crisis, it's a faith evolution. Those who moved beyond convenient religion to personal responsibility didn't lose their connection to the divine. They deepened it. But they also reclaimed something essential, their agency. One woman explained, "I used to pray for God to fix my marriage. Now I pray for wisdom while I do the work." The early Christians didn't sit around waiting for miracles. They were the miracles. They took radical action. They made bold decisions. This shift from spiritual dependency to spiritual partnership changes everything. Instead of "Why is God doing this to me?" the question becomes, "What am I meant to learn here?" This is exactly why the Embrace Jesus' Love course has become so revolutionary. Because unlike traditional religious teaching that keeps people dependent and waiting, it bridges this crucial gap. In just 7 days, students learn to move from spiritual victimhood to spiritual victory, from convenient religion to conscious responsibility. God isn't going to do for people what He's already equipped them to do through themselves. And until someone realizes that, they'll stay stuck. Sarah, she took the course. 6 months later, she's running her own business, restored her marriage, and leads a ministry for women. The breakthrough isn't waiting in heaven, it's waiting for each person to claim it, and that changes everything.